Yo, what is good, YouTube? New day, new video. Today we're going to be checking out Adin Ross introduces Adam22 and Lena the Plug to Andrew Tate. Now, I can only imagine this is hilarious because only a cuck would put themselves in a situation like this, and I'm here to laugh. So let's get into it. Hold on, let me get my headphones on.
Hello.
Hey, Lena.
Hi, guys.
Immediately addresses Lena, not even addresses Adam.
Yeah, I can hear you all. Hello.
Lena, this
is funny.
Adam, we can't hear you. Lena, this is my friend. I don't know if you've heard of him before. His name is Andrew Tate.
Never heard of him.
She knows.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, good.
Lena, I can see you know you have a black microphone in your face. Very nice.
Does it remind you of anything?
Andrew?
Adam's face.
We have to be very careful with this conversation, and I'm going to explain why. Let's start by setting some ground rules, because it's very nice to meet these two people, and I've never met them in real life, and I believe in being respectful to everybody. That's who I am as a person. I believe in treating everybody with respect, and even if we're going to have an interesting conversation, we're going to have disagreements in this debate, perhaps, that might evolve, I'm not going to sit here and insult anybody. That's not who I am. So I know what you're trying to make me do, Adin. You're trying to make me say something which could be deemed offensive, and that's not what I'm going to do.
I'm not sure.
Because we're all individuals, and we can all make our own choices.
We have a lot more in common than we have separating us, because believe it or not, the Matrix has been out to get me too.
Tell me how.
Bro, they've been trying to cancel me for years. All kinds of made up sexual assault bullshit and everything under the sun. The same exact playbook that they've been using to try to take you out the game. So you may disagree with some of our sexual proclivities, but believe me and Andrew Tate, we're victims of the same struggle. Shout out to Tupac.
And I think once you get to a certain level of fame and influence, every single man's going to be hit with this. I mean, the reason Adin hasn't been hit by it is because it's just so unbelievable. Everyone knows Adin's fucking full of shit.
I literally have, though, bro. I got canceled like 30 times, bro. 30 times.
For hanging around with chicks? They said you like had sex with a girl or whatever. You got sexual assault?
No, nothing like that. Thank God I haven't had that.
Exactly what I mean. Yeah, because everyone knows you're not getting laid, so that's fine. But when you're an actually high status male,
Adam, what the fuck? Why you?
That happens.
Whatever, bro. Cool.
And so it can't be true.
Say again, sorry?
I know
girls.
I know girls who have fucked Adin, so I don't think that's totally true.
What? How do you know this?
I know all about you, Adin.
Tell me all about Adin.
Bro, hey. What is this, bro?
I know like 10 trans chicks that Adin fucked.
All right, see, now people are going to believe that shit. It's not true at all. Come on, bro. You know it's not true.
Adin?
Andrew, I swear to God, I've never fucked a trans girl before. All my life, and I never will.
Let me tell you all a story. When I was about 25, I was living in Thailand. And I must be the only man who lived in Thailand because I was fighting. So I lived there for 2 years. And I lived there, and I must be the only man who lived in Thailand. I've never paid for sex, never slept with a prostitute, none of the weird shit. So I'm living in Thailand, and I had this Russian girlfriend, and then she went back to Russia, and I was a bit lonely, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and get myself a new girlfriend. And by coincidence, the same day, I met this beautiful Swedish girl, and she was backpacking. And I met her, and I went up to her and started saying hello, blah, blah, blah. We agreed to go for a drink that night. After talking to her, I was walking home, and as I was walking, this transsexual who must have been about 55, 56, had a couple teeth missing. Some man, clearly a man, I don't want to, misgender, clearly a man, but was a transsexual, was walking across the road from me. And he/she pointed at me and said, "Hey, I can tell by how you walk. You have a big dick."
What the fuck?
And I looked back at this transsexual and thought,
yo, that's some normal Atlanta ass shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?
well, I'll take the compliment. And I said, yes, that's true. Thank you very much. And
That's
I continued
crazy.
on my walk. That was the end of the story. Until 9 o'clock rolls around, I get on my motorcycle, I go down to this bar to meet this Swedish girl. I'm sitting there, I get drinks on the table. She turns up 20 minutes late, and I'm sitting there with the Swedish girl. And after an hour and a half of drinking and enjoying each other's company, I'd already kissed her twice. I was due to go back to her house because my house was a dump and she had more money than me. And we're going to go and stay at hers. When the transsexual walks in the bar, and in front of the entire bar, she walks in and points to me across the bar and goes, "Dick." And the entire bar stops.
What
And looks.
Big dick. She said big dick.
And the entire bar stops and looks at her, the old transsexual with missing teeth, and then looks at me. And I tried to explain for the following 10 minutes to this Swedish girl that I've never slept with this person. I don't know why she says I have a big dick, and I've never been with her, and I don't know, and I just saw her on the street, and she didn't believe me. She went toilet and never returned.
Wow.
That's a story from my lonely night in Thailand. That's true, and it completely happened.
You never give a ladyboy a shot?
I've never given a ladyboy a shot, no. Am I missing out, Adam?
I haven't done it either, but I went out to Thailand when I was like 19, 20, and the ladyboys are out there. And some of them, even back then, this was like 20 years ago, they were doing a pretty impressive ruse. Like, they looked like more of a woman than a lot of women that I know. So,
Oh, really?
shout out to them.
I've seen a lady
Jack, give me
kick the
a question
fuck
to
out of
ask.
a dude. It was a really interesting sight. He was saying some shit to her, running his mouth, and she literally fought like a man and beat the shit out of him. And it was pretty interesting to see. Heels on and everything.
All right, can I just address the elephant in the room? Why is nobody talking? Yo, so Lena, you just finished. I heard the video's going crazy on Pornhub. You guys crashed it.
It's on my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So, Adam, if you don't, I'm sorry, Andrew. What happened was this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you heard, Andrew. They did a video. Basically, Adam and them, they're married. They've been married for a while. They have a beautiful family. And basically, one day they decided to. Basically, Adam said, "Hey, hun, you go ahead and get a BBC by this guy." So they had a big black cock insert her puss, and
It was not in the video.
That's
True.
pretty much what happened. And thoughts, Andrew?
Well, I think I mentioned this on one of my previous podcasts. I said that I wouldn't personally do that.
Bro.
But it's not my personal preference. But I want to make something clear. I'm really careful about what I say to people. I don't want to insult anybody. That's not who I am as a person. If that's their personal decision to make, then they can make their own personal decisions and do as they please. I'm not here to sit and say they shouldn't do it. All I can say is that I wouldn't personally do that. That's not something I would allow my woman to do. But perhaps I'm missing something. Maybe you can tell me why I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
Would you guys let your wife do that?
The thing that the most important piece of context that is missing is the fact that we already had been doing porn for, I mean, maybe 5-6 years, or really since the very beginning of our relationship. And, you know, she is 32. She is a mother. Realistically, she's not going to be doing this forever. But we decided that it made a lot of sense for her to, you know, seize upon the moment, the fact that she's still got her youth about her, and slurp up a black cock for the fucking paper, man.
He liked it. He liked watching the video.
Yeah, I was kind of turned on by it. I'm not going to lie.
So my question would be, sorry, one more time, Lena.
Yo, what? What? You see this the type of shit that's happening in these places, bro. Like, you can't get away from it, bro. Even if you a straight dude, bro. There's perverts. They want to watch you do shit too, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, they're all perverted. This is all perversion. That's all this is telling me, is you're a pervert, bro. It's crazy.
Right, correct, Lena?
Lena, yes.
Lena, do you think that you have an emotional attachment to this man now, or like you literally wouldn't care what happened to him? Let's say, heaven forbid, something, I don't know, he got locked up and went to jail or something. Like, would you care, or would you literally have zero interest in him as an individual?
Feel for him as I would feel for like almost anyone I'd ever met who went to jail. But like, no offense, Jason, I see you as like a male sex doll. Like, you were just
no emotional attachment to him whatsoever?
No, this is where I have my emotional attachment.
Okay, well then, if you're capable of keeping that divide, then I'm not here to insult you. And the reason I don't insult people, I also want to make this very clear, is because
nerfed. I'm kidding.
maybe it's just the life I've lived. But I think the internet has fucked the world up. And I think one of the ways it's messed the world up is that everybody's constantly running their mouths. And the world I'm from and the life I've lived, if you insult somebody, it's you have to be prepared to defend that opinion. And I know people who have run their mouths and end up getting shot for it. And I don't like to sit around and insult people unless I have a genuine beef with them. So I'm not here to judge you or your life. I can just say that it's not something I would personally do. Well, if you feel like you have no emotional attachment to the guy, I think that's a good thing. I think your heart should be in one place.
Andrew, objectively, you could definitely beat the shit out of me, but one time I was hanging out with the UFC fighter Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and he pulled up some old Andrew Tate kickboxing matches and was showing me them and did a pretty good job of making the point of this guy can't fight, which I am not in a position to judge, but I have had that experience where a former UFC champion has basically told me about what a bitch you are, which I don't agree with. I'm a fan of the
What the fuck? Where did this come from? Why he just come at him like that? Why he just, yo, look at her. Like, she like, what the fuck? Why he just, she like, where did this come from? Everybody confused. Like, everybody was just respectful and you just start calling him a bitch out of nowhere. My man's right here is confused too. He's like, hey, yo, what's good? That came out of nowhere, bro. He a clout demon, bro.
Top G. I like everything that you're doing out here, but I think you and Donald Cerrone need to settle this in the square circle.
What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing about fighting, right? The thing about fighting as a sport is that everybody who watches it goes, this guy can't fight, or everyone at home who's never even fought says this guy can't fight, or the other fighters say this guy can't fight, which is why as a fighter you constantly feel like you have something to prove. Even if you win 100 fights in a row, there's always going to be someone out there who says you can't fight. I'd like to think that my record stands for itself. I've had 88 fights. I've had a bunch of fights, a 4-time world champion. I fought a bunch of rules, including MMA, and I did my very best, and I won a bunch of titles and made some money and beat a bunch of people. And of course, there's always going to be someone who watches me and says I can fight. There's a bunch of videos that say I can, and there's the odd idiot who says I can't. But I'm very happy with who I am in my career and what I've achieved, and I'm very confident in my abilities. So it is what it is. And as for Cerrone, I've heard of him. Didn't McGregor finish him pretty quick?
Wait, Chad,
I believe
is
so.
he a good fighter, yes or no?
Sure. But either way, we need to settle that score at some point. I just want to throw that out there. But
I don't know.
Bro, yo, that was some pussy ass shit, boy. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, boy. He was trying to throw some sweet ass shit, and this nigga got Counter-Strike hard as shit, trying to look back at her and see, what you gonna say next? Nigga, fuck out of here, bro. You just gonna slick talk, say he a bitch, and then try to walk off and act like you ain't just call me a bitch, nigga. Yo, say that shit to my face, nigga. Fuck out of here. What you talking about, bro?
Dude, I don't know if I need, because this is something I want to make clear as well. I don't know if I need beef with people on the internet. I see a lot of this. I see a lot of people constantly beefing each other and all these arguments, etc. I don't need any of those things. I'm fighting against the judicial system. I'm fighting against the most powerful people in the world trying to silence me. I have enough battles in my life. I don't have time to be fucking tweet beefing with some dude. If he has a problem with me, he can come to my house. He knows where I am. Everyone knows where I am. Until then, I have no problems with anybody. So as for Cerrone, if he thinks I can't fight, then if he wants to tell me to my face and kick my ass, he's welcome to try. And I strongly believe he would regret that decision. And that's as far as I need to take it.
Right. So your brother Tristan was in my DMs, like really sincerely trying to convince me that.
Bro, you see how he words shit out? Like, your brother Tristan was in my DMs. And his girl knows, like, bro, you are a bitch, bro. Everything he's saying, bro, listen to me. Everything he's saying, the way he's saying it, his girl is reacting as if, like, bro, you're cap. His girl is showing that he's cap, bro. Like, your brother's in my DMs, like, look at how he knows, like, why is he trying to play my brother? Like, if knowing that he could be right here, you would not have been, like, bro, this is the class, like, it's so classless the way he talks, bro. It irritates me, yo. Like, just his entire being is classless and it irritates me. Jeez.
I had made a very grave error, a massive mistake as a result of having let my wife shoot with another man. Myself,
touch your leg. Oh, God, bro. This dude is cringe.
personally, having been, a couple weeks removed from the actual incident happening,
I can't.
I don't really feel like I made a mistake. It feels like some pretty regular porn
WT in the chat, man.
I was a little bit jealous at first. It's kind of a weird feeling knowing that your woman was in
Lena,
the.
you can get Trumped into, you know what I'm saying? You see how we got Tiana Trump touring the world, you know what I'm saying? You trying to tour the world too. You still young and got your youth right. Let's get it.
Arms of another man, even if it was only for a few hours. But it's interesting. You don't seem like you have as much of a real like moral issue with the act itself.
Crazy.
Well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them. And I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female's part. And I believe there's an energy cord between. And I think that once that's broken with another man.
Bro, just pay attention to her reactions, bro. Her facial and body language is saying everything, bro. She's like, damn, he's schooling your little stupid ass, bro. And you can see in his dead, empty white eyes the sadness he's hearing in the fact that he's getting taught a lesson right now. Every time he throws a jab, he's getting Counter-Strike real quick, bro. Look at his face, bro. He's sick to his stomach, bro. This shit hilarious.
I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged. And I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps you will not feel it. But when the relationship is bad or an argument...
Nah, fuck out of here, bro. Nigga, it would make sense if, like, they was mad at each other, you feel me? And this is their way to, get back into good graces with each other. My man's is worth 5 M's or some shit and needs his bitch to be getting fucked by a black man to make money. At the end of the day, the black man still is the one getting the bag for your dumbass nigga. You're not on shit, bro. Run this shit up. Man, I swear to God. Come to Baltimore, come get Trumped in, Lena. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Arguments start to happen where you start to get on each other's nerves. You might notice a slight difference in behavior because I do also think that once the seal has been broken, I'll give you an example. The 4-minute mile was impossible to achieve, they believed, until one man ran the 4-minute mile and then a bunch of people ran the 4-minute mile. So once the seal's been broken, for example, let's say your wife's sleeping with another man.
See, look, another thing, I should have made this disclaimer first off. I'm not an Andrew Tate viewer. I'm not a No Jumper viewer. I'm not an Adin Ross viewer. I don't care about none of these niggas. I'm just watching this for the sake of entertainment and the sake of this video because it's educational, of course, for real niggas. But for the also this case study of what this whole thing is. Like, this dude got married, first had a child, then got married, then presented his wife to get fucked by an actual porn star for money. Like, you're already a millionaire, bro. Like, what are you doing that for? Like, is that for clout? Or is it for money? Like, because the money don't even make sense. You can't be doing it for money because the money, the value from the monetary value isn't worth the engagement. You know what I'm saying? You could do that just doing what you're already doing. You can make that money doing what you're already doing that you did for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I doubt you made like Kim Kardashian money because who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know her, bro. She can come to the bottom and get Trumped in. Nigga, that's what I keep saying, bro.
The idea of sleeping with another man is not as intimidating as it once was. And perhaps the idea of sitting through an argument or sitting through a rough patch in a relationship and continuing to try to work it out as opposed to just jumping on a new man, it might be less appealing than it once was previously. So I believe, personally, if my woman had already slept with another man, she's more likely to just give up on the relationship and sleep with another man again in a rough patch. That's my personal view.
Facts, chat. No.
Say again?
Why would I mean, I've never cheated on you, like, even in the lowest terms of cheating, like responding to a DM from somebody or anything. Like, I've never done any of that. Everything in our relationship has been out in the open. Like, all my messages with the person that I worked with, I was like, hey, just so you know, like, these are the messages. And like, Adam has fucked about 200 women in front of me, and he cheated on me. So, like,
see, he's dishonorable, bro. Like, the nigga is a dishonorable person, bro. That's why it makes sense. This is all sacrifice for him. I swear, this is not the end. This is just the beginning, bro. This is all sacrifice for him. You can tell in his face he likes this shit. He enjoys this shit. Once you can overcome some humiliation like this, you can do anything else, bro. This nigga is... You gotta keep your eyes on someone like this, bro. High key.
You know,
Adam, that's terrible.
We all got our issues. Hey, let me just tell you, about a half hour ago, I was laying on the floor in the adjacent office with a large Italian ass shaking on top of my face. She does this thing called Brazilian face sitting.
he almost died.
It's going to appear on onlyplugtalk.com, which is our weekly podcast where we interview and then fuck a different girl every single week. And this girl was really cutting off my ability to breathe. And when I would grab her ass and try to move her ass off of my face, she would grab my hands and hold on to them so that I wasn't able.
Bro, just watch her body language and facial reaction, bro. This girl is like, it's already over with these two, bro. I really hope you ain't give her those secrets, bro. Like, cause like, bro,
to escape. And Lena was involved. She was giving me head during all this. And so I don't know. Like, do you feel like that affects our connection at all? Because I can, after having you shot with this guy, I can kind of understand why that shit doesn't matter to you, because you and the other guy don't really matter to me at this point.
I think it's, well, my personal view is that it's very different for a woman than it is for a man, and I think that, and I hope I'm wrong, if your relationship reaches a rough patch, perhaps the idea of being with another man will be more tempting than it once previously was, because the seal's already been broken. That's my personal view. I don't, with all due respect, care what you want to do with your own relationship. If it makes you happy, it should make you happy, and that's fine. And it's your decision to make. It's not my decision to make. I'm just telling you that I wouldn't do it. I can give you admiration for a degree to how well you've dealt with the pressure, I guess, or the hate or the backlash. I mean, you've handled it pretty well, which I guess is good. Not a lot of people can do that. So I have to give you some degree of respect for that. But I guess you expected all that before you made the decision to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And I mean, I've caught a lot of flack because when you first commented on me on the Tucker Carlson show, I left an Instagram comment that said, if he's the top G, I want to be the bottom G. So I do want to extend an invite that if you were ever interested in doing your first ever double penetration scene.
See what I'm saying, bro? Like, yo, this nigga's the Joker. He could be this could be Harley Quinn and the Joker type shit. You know what I'm saying? The way she laughing also seemed kind of sadistic too. They all kind of cuckoo over there in LA and Hollywood and shit. This is wild. Like, how, what? Like, they don't care.
That me and Lena, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like,
yo, dude,
would he be a suitable candidate? Would you? Can I tap him in?
I don't know.
Crazy.
No.
Well,
This man just offered his wife up in front of millions of people to be double penetrated for clout, bro. Not anything else, bro. I think I want to stop the video here. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of don't want to keep watching this, bro. Like, I'm not about to share this to the youth. If you want to go watch the rest of the video, link will be in the description. I don't want to react to this any longer because this is demonic. This is some evil ass shit. They're playing with our minds, and the more we give it attention, and the more we don't know what's right and what's wrong from this entire situation, the more we consider it, the more we might try to practice it to see whether it is. Let me tell you now. Let me get on big screen for this. Let me tell you now. This is wrong. This is evil. This is wrong. This is evil. This is no. This is zero integrity, lack of morality, interest of his own seed. Doesn't care. It's all about self. These type of people will kill you for their own satisfaction, not for anything else. Therefore, they're evil. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Drop a comment. Thanks for watching. Peace.